Vikas, hi, good morning. And I guess in the run up to the Diwali, the numbers and the sales from Navratri itself must be pretty buoyant. Give us a color on how the festive sales are panning out for you.
I was sorry. Good morning. So it's always nice to be there on your show. So regarding the festive season, definitely we are seeing a robust demand on the back of the GST rate cuts in large size screen TVs. So we feel that the market is looking quite robust and the demand is picking up.
Okay. Vikas, sorry, this is Harsh here. Let me get a perspective from you as to what's happening with regard to inventory at a retail level. Do you believe inventory is getting sold into faster than what you had anticipated? How are things playing out from a retail customer standpoint? What is it that you're hearing in terms of how are they reacting to some of the tax reliefs that have come to both on the income tax as well as the GST side?
So Harsh, as per our initial channel checks that we have done with our brand partners and with the distribution and dealer network that we have checked, are seeing a very strong demand on the back of the GST rate cuts. And the inventory level, definitely for particularly when you talk about air conditioners, inventory was something that was a area of concern 2 months, 3 months back. But we are seeing a faster pickup, and the tertiary sales or the secondary sales at the dealer distributor end is quite robust. And as per our initial checks, the inventory is getting cleared. So that's a very positive sign that augurs well for the upcoming AC season. That is what we feel. And as per the order book that we also are getting from our AC customers is looking quite strong.
You know, the other aspect that I wanted to talk about with you, Vikas, was also copper prices, right? They've been on a record high globally as well as, domestically on the MCX. Tell me, how is this affecting your sourcing and your input cost structure?
So, Aisha, please understand in our ODM business model, all the pricings that we do with our clients, they have a mechanism under which we reset the prices of the commodities or the exchange rate. All those things, parameters are reset on the quarterly basis. And there is a pass through of any increase in the commodity prices to our clients. Definitely, there might be some lag, but ultimately, there is always a pass-through of the cost to our customers.
And Vikas, if I can ask you, is the company, in terms of what strategies are you adopting to navigate the ongoing global supply disruptions or in copper, those kind of disruptions that we're seeing in terms of the supply glut? How are you tackling that?
We are currently working with a lot of local vendors for the copper and for the other components, and try to see how we can strengthen the local component ecosystem. So, if you know that the white goods PLI was announced 4 years back, the basic agenda for that was to strengthen the local component ecosystem. So we feel that it is getting robust, it is getting stronger with every passing year. And as of now, we are able to source a lot of components from India only.
Vikas, if I can ask you, is what's the kind of traction that's been anticipated in FY20, or rather, calendar year 2026? Do you expect very, very strong demand, especially on the AC front? Because at the moment, of course, it's more focused towards televisions and the like, but a predominant part of your revenue comes from AC. Do you believe that that will really kick through starting end of FY26, beginning of FY27? Do you expect that to be robust? Because, and I ask you this because we spoke with a retailer, and he was suggesting, and a large one, he was suggesting ACs is going to have a blockbuster 2026 calendar year. I want your sense on what is it that you're seeing.
So Harsh, this is the kind of expectations that all the industry players are having, that on the back of the weaker demand for the year 2025, 2026 should be a good, robust demand for the air conditioners and for all the cooling products. And we also feel that based on the visibility and the forecast that we have from our clients for this quarter and for the coming quarter, which is the quarter four of FY26, we are seeing a very strong numbers. We need to please understand, we need to keep our fingers crossed on, because the weather or climate is something that nobody knows how it will play out, but everybody is hoping that it will be a very strong season for the air conditioners in the coming 2026.
On the refrigerator side of things, Vikas, you expect your new facility to get completely built out by December 2026. How does this add to your top line? And what component of your top line, if I can ask, will be refrigerators? Give us that as well as the growth number overall that you're penciling in, coming in through the refrigerator segment.
So, Harsh, we are planning to put up a capacity of 1.2 million refrigerators in our Southern India plant. That should be up and running by December of 2026. And we are expecting that we should be able to reach the capacity utilization of 1 million in fourth year. That should translate into a revenue of almost around 800 to 1,000 crores. That is the kind of number that should come out. For the initial years, we will have to just see and wait and watch how it plays out. We are currently in discussion with a lot of clients, and we are hopeful that we should be able to tie with certain clients to start our productions as the plant gets ready for the mass production by December 2026. So we are hopeful, and I think around, if you look at the number of 700, 800 crores, it should contribute almost around 8 to 10% of the revenue going forward for our company.
When I'm looking at your overall guidance for FY26 in particular, you've given an outlook of around 5700 odd crore in terms of top line. Q1 was a slightly softer quarter. I'm not asking you for an outlook on Q2. Give us a sense on full year FY26. Do you have that comfort that you will meet it and beat it?
So, Harsh, I would like to stick to the guidance that we are given of around 5,700 crores. That is what we are looking at. And we would like to stick to that. And we are confident that we should be able to achieve the revenue target of 5,700 crores that we have already declared. So we are not seeing any headwinds in that. In fact, we feel that there is on the back of the GST rate cut, there should not be any major challenge. We should be able to achieve these revenue targets comfortably.
The margin outlook, do you believe that margins will see a bit of a cool off likely because of everything playing out in copper, or you believe your margins will largely remain steady in line with the guidance?
So margins will remain in line with our guidance. As I told earlier, also, whatever commodity impact is there, it is basically a pass through. We already have a mechanism in place to pass on those cost revisions to our clients. And we do not see any impact on the margins because of that.
Okay, Vikas, great to have you on the show. We'll let you go on that note, and pretty buoyant.